If we count Lego Batman, 2017 will have 8 superhero films based on characters from Marvel and DC Comics. 2016 had 6. Are people getting tired of these yet? Over the past couple of years, the idea of superhero film fatigue has started to pop up. The prevailing sentiment is that there are too many superhero films in cinema today, and eventually the moving-going public will reject these films produced by major studios. There are 2 different camps to break this into. Those who are film fans, cinephiles, or just plain movie geeks, and then the general movie-going public. The cinephiles are getting tired of the numerous superhero films that come out every year. The general movie-going public, as of yet, has not. Personally, I consider myself in both camps. I love superhero films and all movies in general. For me personally, I haven't become fatigued by the numerous superhero films being produced today. And I think Marvel films in particular have continued to produce high quality content. One can argue Marvel has a formula and they don't take enough chances. But what they do is introduce new genre stories to new superheroes, which keeps the films fresh and entertaining. The general movie-going audience seems to think the same thing, because each movie they release continues to make money. The almighty dollar is what's going to determine how long the superhero movie craze continues. If people continue to support the movies, the major studios are going to continue to produce them. Last year had the most superhero films released in a calendar year to date, and each one, even the ones panned critically, made money. 4 out of the 6 released made over $700 million. From the general movie-going audience, there is not fatigue. In 2015, there were only 3 releases, and 2 did well. Fantastic Four bombed, but it is the only outlier from the last 4 years. If you look at 2014 totals, every single release made over $700 million. While 2016 had a couple which only grossed over $500 million world, those films either had a poor reception critically, in the case of X-Men, or had a lesser known superhero like Doctor Strange. All of the films for the past 4 years, except one, have made money. There will be many more superhero films in the near future due to this. There could, however, be a tipping point where the public does become fatigued by the sheer number of superhero films. This also ties into the quality of the films. Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad both made Warner Brothers money. But if Wonder Woman and Justice League are not received well critically, the general public may not be sucked in. Wonder Woman is also a period piece, which may turn some off if it doesn't do well out of the gate critically. Justice League will make money, but how much will also be based on the initial reception. If these films don't do well and have some of the same issues as Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad, they will make less money than either of those films did. Marvel, however, with the quality of their films, will continue to make money until they fail. Each new film they have coming out this year looks fantastic. Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor, and throw in Spider-Man, even though it's a Sony release, all look great. If for some reason these aren't spectacular and Justice League and Wonder Woman are bad, then audiences may start to shy away in 2018. However, with the Lego Batman movie already making over $170 million worldwide in 2 weeks and Logan's early positive critic reception, the superhero craze is likely to continue in full force for the next few years. As a person who loves all types of movies, I can understand those who feel that independent and mid-level films are getting pushed aside for the major blockbuster releases. I don't think this is the case because there are still hundreds of films coming out each year that are not based on comic book superheroes. As someone who does like both, I am perfectly happy with the current state of cinema. There will eventually be a tipping point, and the amount of superhero films will diminish. But the genre as a whole is never going to go away. Comic books have been around nearly as long as cinema itself, and these types of stories, with the advancing technology, are here to stay. How many superhero films per year is too much? Do you think there will eventually be a decline in the money these films make? Comment and let me know. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching.